because the complaints are nothing without the valid grounds from which its own merit should be anchored. So I agree with the view of the Honorable Rodriguez that we should have deliberated the two complaints ground by ground in order to arrive at a more judicious determination. And ang narinig ko lang po during the last hearing are perfunctory recital of allegations by the endorsers.
Now we proceed to the next matter for our today's
Madam
hearing.
Chair.
That
Madam
is
Chair.
the action. Is it about the letter?
Madam Chair, since
Honorable Marcoleta, is it about the letter? Because the same has been ruled upon.
ma'am, since the due process has been mentioned several times in today's hearing, I have something to say about it.
Is it
Due
about the
process.
letter?
Somehow somewhat related to the letter, but not confined to the letter. Let's not be confined to the. We're talking about due process, Madam.
All right, you are
If I may be
recognized.
allowed, just
For
2
the
points.
guidance of the members, our colleague is a non-member. Nonetheless, he is allowed to manifest. You may proceed.
Thank you, Madam. I respectfully rise for a brief manifestation for the record, Madam Chair. During the last hearing, I was advised by the Honorable Chair to peruse the rules because I raised the terminology sufficiency and grounds, which was mentioned, I think, 16 times by the Honorable Chair. And I have gone over the rules very diligently, and the rule provides that the committee shall determine whether the complaint alleges sufficient grounds for impeachment. Nowhere in the rules you can find sufficiency in ground. Ang akin pong opinion, Madam Chair, pag binago po natin o we alter the terminology, it will reap a different meaning or a different consequence. When we say we're just determining alleged sufficient grounds, we are just testing the allegations. Pag sinabi nating sufficiency in grounds, we seem to be weighing the evidence. So I just implore the wisdom of the Madam Chair to stick to the precise wording as stated in the rules. That's my number 1 point, ma'am. And
You have other manifestations?
yes, ma'am.
You may proceed.
Number 2, Madam, I have questions as to how the process of determining alleged sufficient grounds was achieved during the last hearing. How did we arrive at the determination? Because as far as I can recall, the Honorable Rufus Rodriguez suggested that we deliberate on the grounds, ground by ground. Because the complaints are nothing without the valid grounds from which its own merit should be anchored. So I agree with the view of the Honorable Rodriguez that we should have deliberated the two complaints ground by ground in order to arrive at a more judicious determination. And ang narinig ko lang po during the last hearing are perfunctory recital of allegations by the endorsers. So it would appear that this was just a peremptory declaration of sufficient grounds and nothing more. Yun lang po. Ang aking pong pakiwari, we should be not abbreviating due process because the ruling on Duterte versus House of Representatives stated that due process and the constitutional limitations should always be present at every stage of the impeachment process. That's all, Madam Chair. Thank
The
you.
committee notes all the manifestation of the Honorable Marcoleta. Now we proceed to our pending motions and or requests before the Justice Committee. The Honorable Joel Chua is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, the committee has received a letter dated March 5, 2026 on even date from Honorable Chel Jokno, where he moved that subpoena duces tecum be issued for the following. Number one, duly certified copies of all the records of the NBI's investigation into the threats made by Vice President Sara Duterte against President Ferdinand Bongbong Romualdez Marcos Jr., First Lady Luis Lisa Cacho Araneta Marcos, former Speaker of the House Ferdinand Martin Gomez Romualdez Sr., and certified true copies of all documents and photographs gathered in the course of the above-mentioned investigation. And number two, duly certified true copies of the Statement of Assets and Liabilities and Net Worth of Vice President Sara Zimmerman Duterte for the years 2022 to 2025 inclusive, 2007 to 2013 inclusive, and 2016 to 2022 inclusive. Madam Chair, considering that the requested documents are relevant and material to the impeachment proceeding, I so move that subpoena duces tecum be issued pursuant to the letter dated March 5, 2026. So move, Madam Chair.
There is a motion to issue subpoena duces tecum to the NBI with respect to the records of its investigation into the threats made by Vice President Sara Z. Duterte against President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr., First Lady Marie-Louise Lisa Araneta, and former Speaker Ferdinand Martin Romualdez, as well as the certified copies, true copies of all documents and photographs gathered in the course of the above-mentioned investigation. Similar motion is made with respect to the certified true copies of the Statement of Assets and Liabilities and Net Worth, that is SALN, of Vice President Sara Zimmerman Duterte for the year 2022 to 2025 inclusive, 2007 to 2013 inclusive, and 2016 to 2022 inclusive. The second motion is directed to the Ombudsman. May I hear the confirmation of the Honorable Chua? For the SALN.
Yes, Your Honor.
The second subpoena is directed to the Ombudsman, that is with respect to the SALN of the Vice President. Do I hear a second? The same has been seconded.
Madam
Is
Chair.
there any objection?
Madam Chair,
The Honorable Rodriguez.
we cannot
Are you objecting?
manifestation first before I would make my. We cannot have two motions being proposed at the same time. Practically, there should be two motions. The first motion are the NBI findings. The second is the SALN. We should go one by one, Madam Chair, because I am going to agree to vote yes to the first one. The second one, it is a fishing expedition. It is not. There are no ultimate facts on the SALN of the Vice President. So I will vote no. I will object to the second one. The first one goes, Madam Chair.
May we
should
hear
divide-
from the...
We should have two motions instead of only one. Two subject matters. Under our rules, in the rules of court, motions should only be on one subject matter.
May we hear from our proponent? The Honorable Rodriguez is suggesting that there should be one motion per subpoena.
Yes, I move that we vote
Would you like
on,
to amend your
yes,
motion?
I will amend my motion with respect to the. I move that we issue subpoena duces tecum to be issued to the for the duly certified copies of all the records of the NBI's investigation into the threat made by the Vice President Sara Duterte against President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos, and certified true copies of all documents and photographs gathered in the course of the above-mentioned investigation. And so move, Madam Chair.
There is a motion to issue a subpoena to the National Bureau of Investigation with respect to the records of investigation of threats made by the Vice President to the President, to First Lady, and to the former Speaker. Do I hear a second? The same has been seconded. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved. The committee secretary is directed to issue the necessary subpoena. The Honorable Chua.
Madam Chair, with respect to the second subpoena, I move that we issue subpoena duces tecum to the Office of the Ombudsman for the issuance of the duly certified true copies of the Statement of Assets and Liabilities and Net Worths of the Vice President Sara Zimmerman Duterte for the years 2022 to 2025 inclusive, 2007 to 2013 inclusive, and 2016 to 2022 inclusive. So move, Madam Chair.
There is a motion for issuance of subpoena to the Ombudsman with respect to the salin of the Vice President from 2022 to 2025, 2007 to 2013, 2016 to 2022. The same has been seconded. Is there any objection?
Madam Chair.
Is that an objection, Honorable Rodriguez?
I object. This is now a clear fishing expedition against the Vice President. Thank you.
Considering that the motion has been objected to, we shall proceed to divide the House. Justice members, please be ready to vote. Those who are in favor of the motion for issuance of subpoena to the Ombudsman for the production of salins from 2022 to 2025, 2007 to 2013, and 2016 to 2022. Please raise your right hand. You may now put down your hands. Those who are not in favor of the motion, please raise your right hand. You may put down your hand, Honorable Rodriguez. Those who abstain, please raise your right hand. That concludes the voting. Secretariat, the result, please. With 34 votes in the affirmative, 1 vote in the negative, and 0 abstention, the motion is granted. The committee is directed to issue subpoena duces tecum to the Ombudsman for the production of the salin of the Vice President corresponding to the period of 2022 to 2025, 2007 to 2013, and 2016 to 2022. So ordered.